Pledge allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
City of Romulus regular council meeting for Monday, October 12th, 2015. The roll will show that all council members are present with the exception of Mayor Pro Tem Barden and Councilwoman Makowski.
They're excused.
Thank you. Number 1 is agenda, 2 minutes, 3 petitioner, 4 chairperson's report, 5 mayor's report, 6A clerk's report, 6B treasurer's report, 7 public comment, 8 unfinished business, 9 new business, 10 communication, 11 is warrant 15-19, and 12 is adjournment.
So moved.
Support.
The motion is to accept the agenda as presented by Mr. Kraut, supported by Ms. Abdo. Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Rasko?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Motion is carried.
2, approval of the minutes from the regular council meeting held October 5th, 2015.
So move for October the 5th, 2015.
Support.
Motion by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Abdo, to approve the minutes from the regular council meeting held October 5th, 2015. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Ms. Rasko?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Motion is carried unanimously.
3A is petitioner, and we have no petitioners this evening, so we will move on to the chairperson's report.
Well, I don't have much of a report. We met earlier to discuss Wick Road and Wickham and some water main improvements and some traffic light improvements, some street improvements in that area. And we look forward to having that done in 2016. I do have one announcement that I would like to read. Romulus Citizens for Social Change is hosting the 13th Congressional District Democratic Party monthly meeting at City of Romulus, or in the City of Romulus. It'll be Saturday, October 17th at 10 a.m. Tell a friend and bring a friend. And the meeting will be held at the Romulus Athletic Center at 35765 North Line Road in Romulus.
Madam Chairman, did you want to speak on that? I think she wanted, if she could be excused and go to the board meeting, if that's okay under your report.
Please step forward.
Thank you.
Thank you, Virginia Williams. Good evening, Council, Mayor. I just wanted to let the residents, the elected officials here tonight and the residents know that we wanted to bring the 13th district meeting to our city to host it, to allow all of Western Wayne County to have the opportunity to come to the meeting, see what's going on in the party, and not have to drive so far. So I hope that everyone feel free to come out. Thank you.
Ms. Williams, will this just be a one-time 13th district, or do you have wish to have their monthly meetings here?
No. What happens is, because the district, John Conyers district, our congressman, district was split up so many different ways. So what they do, they move around through all the different cities. And back in April, we decided to have it here in Romulus. So it may not be here for another 4 months, 6 months, but this will be the first time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't have any other report.
And I'll make a motion to accept the chairperson's report. Support.
Motion by Ms. Rasko, supported by Ms. Abdo, to accept the chairperson's report. Ms. Rasko?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Motion is carried unanimously.
Number 5 is the mayor's report.
Good evening, council, deputy clerk, and audience. First, I wanted to explain my attire a little bit. It's a pretty special week in the state, and what we're doing here is a fundraiser. So what we allowed employees to do this week is they pay into a jean fund, so they pay money to wear jeans in their team to cheer on this Saturday. And that money is going to be used for the senior center, the purposes of building a salon for the seniors. And then actually, so you could do a Michigan State Spartans or U of M Wolverines through the week. And then Friday is going to be Maroon and White Day. So you can wear jeans and then support the Romulus High homecoming game. So we're just having some fun with it this week. So my daughter's a student there, so I thought I would sport the colors. So go blue come this Saturday. No offense to any Spartans. I have a couple brothers and sisters that graduated from state, so two good schools. What I did want to get into under my quote, though, and kind of ties into something that happened last week, goes as this. We do not remember days. What we remember are moments in our life. And what we did last Friday is we were creating some memories and some moments in lives that there was a lot of smiles on kids' faces. So this was the first time ever we had a free family festival, fall festival. It was at the historic area. We had Hunt Street, as council knows, allowed us to close. We had just a bunch of activities there. Kids, some were in costume. There were hay rides. Many of our residents may have noticed that that was the kickoff day of the scarecrows through the downtown area. So the hayride made its way through the route. People actually got to come back and vote on their favorite scarecrow. There's actually ballots here at City Hall. People can still do that as well. So a lot of work, a lot of creativity went into that. Kids had pumpkin painting and carving, and we had a movie that we had available free, again, for the kids. With our portable stand that council had approved in the past. So just a great time. There were a lot of volunteers that came out to support it. Just a nice event. We're hoping we can learn from that and maybe next year make it bigger and better. There are a bunch of current activities that are going on. And what I'd like to do is have Mike roll that kind of like we did last week, rather than me read them out and kind of blast through all the events and things that our residents may want to pay attention to. The reason we do that is because we're trying to get the word out. We're doing so many activities. We're trying to get it on Facebook, website, cable, every way possible, newspaper. So will you roll that, please, Mike? And then I've got a couple other quick announcements.
Hi everyone, I'm Jasmine Dancy. Here's what's coming up around Romulus. This is the last week for the Romulus Farmers Market season. Remember to stop by out in front of City Hall on Wednesday from noon to 6 p.m. Thank you to everyone who helped support this community event. There are some new recreation programs for adults on Thursdays. We have a drop-in lunchtime Zen and Stretch class held on Thursdays at noon and 12:30 p.m. at the Romulus Senior Center through October 29th. Take a break from your busy day and join us for a half-hour beginner-level relaxation and stretching class during your lunch hour. You do not need to pre-register. Cost is $6 per person and free for ages 62 and older. This class is for all ages and ability levels. There will also be a healthy lunch choice available to purchase and take to go. If you're driving downtown this month, take a look at our new Scarecrow contest. We have over 30 scarecrows up downtown, and you can vote for your favorites by going to our Facebook page, facebook.com/City of Romulus, or visiting City Hall to vote for your favorites. Men and women will be interested in an upcoming fundraiser for the Friends of the Senior Center on Thursday, October 15th. There will be a paint and pour fundraiser for $35 at 5 p.m. And for the men that might not be as artistically inclined, there will be a bonfire, cigars, and drinks social also at 5 p.m. for a $100 donation. Both events are open to the public. Please call the Senior Center to purchase your ticket at 734-955-4120. Please come out to support our Varsity Eagles at their homecoming game this Friday, October 16th at 7 p.m. against Redford Thurston. Wear your maroon and white and show some hometown spirit. Save the date for our second annual Veterans Day Parade on Wednesday, November 11th. The parade will start at 9:30 a.m., beginning at the Progressive Hall, traveling up Goddard to Bibbins, and ending at the Wayne Road Veterans Memorial in front of the Municipal Complex at 11111 Wayne Road. We are seeking any and all veterans and their families to come out and ride in the parade. There will be a float provided for veterans. Any organizations are also invited to participate in the parade with patriotic or military-themed entries. Please call 734-955-8960 to RSVP or for more information. This has been Romulus News You Can Use. You can stay connected with us on romulusgov.com or facebook.com/City of Romulus. If you'd like to take another look at this newscast, any of our city council meetings, or other cable programming, please visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/City of Romulus. Have a great week, everybody.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Roger, Dennis, and Jazz doing a great job covering those. There are some other events coming up this week, and what I'd like to do at this time, Madam Chairman, is bring Dennis Davison up to talk a little bit about the event on Wednesday. Dennis?
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, Council. I'd like to add just something to what the Mayor said about what happened last Friday night, the Family Fun Night. I had the chance to sit at the Kingsley House with Jerry Wendland, and he just told a little short story about the house and the history behind it and being moved and so on and so forth. And it was really amazing because the kids that were there, because they were kind of trick-or-treating because we had candy for them, but the kids were very interested, but the adults were very interested, and a lot of them come back afterwards and said, I didn't know all this about Romulus. I didn't know about the Underground Railroad. I didn't know this history. So it was really eye-opening for a lot of people, and I think that's a very good event to I said, come on back on Sundays and take a tour through the historic village there. Coming up on Wednesday at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, I think we reported to you quite a while ago that we're raising money for a brand new scoreboard at the high school. Back in the 90s, the field was moved, a new scoreboard was purchased, and they inadvertently didn't put the name Charlie Lau Memorial Field on it. And the mayor and I had talked it sometime before, and we decided we wanted to put a sign on top. It said Charlie Lau Memorial Field. Then Coach Wood come along and said, I'm trying to raise funds to put a brand new scoreboard up there. And it then started mushroom. Then we started talking football field, and we started talking girls softball. So we raised the money for the baseball scoreboard. We've ordered it. We got it here, and there was a lot of technical difficulties, so we couldn't get it up in time for Wednesday night's program, but we didn't want to cancel. So we want everybody to come out. We will have a good rendition of the scoreboard for you to see and enjoy the night. And I'd really like to make sure that people who were there 30 years ago. Councilman Wadsworth was Councilman Wadsworth back then for the Charlie Lau dedication, and Linda Choate was our clerk at that time, and I've had people come up to me and said, I was sitting in the dugout that day. I remember that well. I'm coming out, and the mayor remembers, and his dad was on the Charlie Lau committee. So we're going to dedicate that at 6 o'clock. It's going to be kind of a festival thing. We've got vendors coming out. They're going to be selling hot dogs and all sorts of things. So we will once again have a scoreboard, and it's going to be a nice one too, that will say Charlie Lau Memorial Field on it. I'd like to thank all the people who are watching who donated, and I'd like to have them come out, and also the people here who also donated towards this effort, because it's going to be really something nice for Romulus. Once again, we're doing things without going to the taxpayers for them, and I think that's fantastic. So we'll see you Wednesday at 6. Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis. And like we talk about telling the story, that was another good example to Kingsley House and pulling people in. We have a lot of character, a lot of unique things about our community. So thanks for sharing that, Dennis, and thanks for the update. We'll keep you posted on other events that are coming up. As far as my report, I have no action items for it. I just wanted to share that with you, and that concludes my report. Thank you, Council.
6A1 is the clerk's report, and there is nothing to report from the city clerk this evening. And 6B is the treasurer's report, and the treasurer did not have anything to report this evening as well. Number 7 is public comment, and this is the part of the council meeting where the audience may address city council. If you would like to speak, please raise your hand, and when recognized by the chair, approach the podium and state your name and address. And please keep your comments to 3 minutes. We do not have any written requests this evening.
Do we have any hands? I don't see a show of hands. So we'll go to the next item.
Okay, 8 is unfinished business. 9, new business. 10, communication.
Ms. Joe,
Yes, Mr.
I
Crowe.
want to wish my granddaughter, Miranda Moffett, she's turning 18 years old, a happy birthday. I love you, Miranda.
Happy birthday, Miranda.
Number 11 is warrant 15-19.
Who's going to do the warrant?
I'll do it. Madam Chairman, I'll move that we pay warrant 15-19, and I'll read the funds. General Fund, $73,526.51. Major Street Fund, $34,429. Local Street Fund, $22,064.31. Cable TV, $278.21. Merriman Road, Street Escape Access, $6,996.64. Street Lighting Fund, $42,124.74. The Oakwood SAD, or $65.33. Garbage and Rubbish Collection Fund, $570. The CGBG Funds, $26.63. The 9/11 Service Fund, it's $308. The Narcotics Forfeiture, the State Bar, $229. The Library Fund, $4,661.93. The DDA, $4,086.88. The Tifa District Number 2 Fund, $1,123,246.88. The Water and Sewer Fund, $761,510.28. The Motor Vehicle Fund, $23,658.93. The Technology Services, $668.84. The Retirees Insurance Benefits, $3,509.29. The Property and Liability Self-Insurance Fund, $10,000. The Revolving Fund, $2,080. Current tax, $3,588,541.56. Our payroll fund of $117,654.20. It's a grand total of $5,820,208.18.
Support.
Motion is by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Mr. Kraut, to pay warrant 15-19 in the following amount of $5,820,208.18. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Motion is carried unanimously.
Madam Chairman, if I could real quick, I forgot to mention under some of the birthday wishes, I had an employee request that we wish a birthday wish to Director Settles tomorrow and Director of Ordnance Bonnie Freeman on Saturday. So just want to pass that on and wish him the best. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Number 12 is adjournment.
So moved.
Support.
Motion to adjourn by Councilman Wadsworth, supported by Councilwoman Roscoe. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Motion is carried unanimously, and we stand adjourned.